This is Yugal Kishore, Hare Krishna, my obeisances. Dandat Pranam, Shubha. Hope everyone is doing well. And Lakshmi Naranji, Namaste, Hare Krishna, hope you're doing well. Shamat, Hare Krishna. Raghunath Prabhu, hope your health is good. My obeisances. Venugopal Prabhuji, my obeisances. Dandat Pranam, Anjaneyal Prabhuji, Namaste, Dandat Pranam. Venu Prabhu, my obeisances. Padma Mataji, Padmajamate, Dandat Pranam. Swarupam Madhyama, Dandat Pranam.
Namaskar, Prabhuji.
Namaskar, Andi. Hope you're doing well. Shilvakti Madhyama, Dandat Pranam, and my obeisances. This many people. Some names I don't know. Some Galaxy phone is there. iPhone is there. If you can all give me 1 minute, let me join. Can you see anything on the screen?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we can't see anything yet.
Ajnanatamrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Takshaksharanmritam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namne. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravan Pracharane Nirviseshunyadi Paschyate Dishatarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim. Itkripatamam Vanda Shri Gurundana Taranam Paramananda Madhav Sri Chaitanyeshwaram. Can everyone hear my voice? Anjaneyal Prabhuji, Namaste, Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, obeisances. We can hear you, Prabhu.
Vishwamataji, my obeisances. Kalyan.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dandat Pranam. Mohanji, my obeisances. Payal Dalmia Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Om Sri Ramakrishna Prabhu, my obeisances. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. So, Actually, I'm taking as if you do you all agree if I speak instead of where we are continuing on yoga, but Friday was Earth Day, and let me take an opportunity to explain to you, you know, what is happening. That's what I've decided, thought of it. If you all prefer to go back to where we left off, I'm fine with that. But I chose to speak on this, especially India. You know, people are very much not so much aware of or what's happening, and what do you think? Should we do this a presentation on Earth, a contemporary issue, or a regular philosophical thing? Choice is yours. Democracy, right, India?
Today is fine, Prabhuji.
Okay.
That is good, Prabhuji.
Thank you. For Bhagavad Gita, for you to genuinely make progress, Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada has written Bhagavad Gita as it is. I want everyone to please acquire it and start reading it regularly. That way, you'll be able to correlate with whatever I'm speaking regularly. Of course, not today, but um, I want a few more voices to support. But this is very important. It's a very contemporary issue, and we all stand on Earth. But imagine for future generations, there won't be Earth to stand. Then what? No. So actually, no, bhakti does not mean just chant the holy name, and um, bhakti does not mean sit in one corner and do what little bit of worship you do. That is not bhakti. But we also address the global issues, the local issues that are actually. Now we also address environmental issues that are detrimental to the progress of bhakti. Actually, Um, so the beauty of this present generation, in other words, people, we are all listening and participating in this call. We all have a responsibility. You want to know what is it we are doing? Should I tell you what we are doing? Up till previous generation, they were, whatever the resources that Mother Earth was generating, they were leaving it they were using a portion, no doubt. Whatever was meant for them, they were using it. But a good portion, they were leaving it for future generations, for their children and grandchildren. But the beauty of this, and I cannot say beauty, the unique thing of this generation is, and this was told in Toronto University, this generation, our generation, we have already used whatever previous generations left for us, and whatever is meant for our children and grandchildren, we are using it. So if this goes like this, Earth cannot survive and sustain. On the top of it, the pollution we are causing is tremendous. Earth cannot survive. That's why I've taken this at least once in a year. If we create some awareness, first time actually in Environmental Hills, we spend some amount of money actually, and we worked probably 10 days to arrange an art exhibition, photo exhibition, to create awareness in and people who visit our temples. We actually distribute a lot of flyers for Americans to come. So I really do not know how much successful maybe we are in this we were in this endeavor. But I thought even if children come to know, they will change their lifestyles. Because every time you buy some things, you buy a dress, you buy a car, you you are putting a burden on earth. So that is what it is today. I can everyone listen? You know, one of the reasons I have done this is Indians are the number one minority in America, very rich, very intelligent, talented. Look, if you have so much money, buying a t-shirt or buying a dress or buying a suit or buying even some commodity is not a big deal. Especially somebody, who is very good at, who loves doing shopping, they have no idea what type of pressure they're putting on Mother Earth, And second thing is, there is actually, I was recently thinking, there is a statement, Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagat. Now, Sarvam Plasticmayam. So this is America, and in the Pacific Ocean, can you see this? Arival, just give me 1 minute, somebody's. Give me 1 minute. Can everyone hear? I'm sorry, I'm back. So this is actually garbage, but this garbage is this is giving actually trouble. This is nothing but a plastic island, and these plastic islands are increasing everywhere in different parts of ocean, in different oceans, and they are giving trouble to to the passage of ships. They are giving so much trouble to the aquatic life, and so much, all the whales, all the turtles, they're dying because they're strangled, or they either because they're strangled or because they're swallowing this plastic. So this is what that is the plastic island, nothing but plastic. 1,000 miles deep in Atlantic, Pacific Ocean, 1,000 miles. It goes deep into the, even there, if you see fish, their bellies are filled with plastic. And plastic cannot be decomposed. You know, a plastic stays for 400 to 500 years. Plastic stays for 400 to 500 years. Second thing is, how does the disintegration of plastic happen? Plastic, after some time, starts becoming tiny pieces. It's called microplastic. It becomes further tiny pieces. And let me be honest with you. I want everyone to hear. Our bodies are filled with plastic. But these are all carcinogenic, actually. The scientists are telling today, because, especially those people who consume non-vegetarian, meat, fish, and eggs, their bodies have for sure plastic. Those people, especially in America, drinking water, this subtle part, I cannot say subtle particles, these tiny particles, they are present practically in bodies. That's why America appears so rosy from India, but every fourth person is dying out of cancer. And America has so many health issues, actually. Is everyone listening?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is River Yamuna. After coming down from Himalayas, so much of life. This is same Yamuna. This is also Yamuna. Can you see this? This is also Yamuna. But some devotees might have seen some of this, but I'm sure they have not seen all. But I want to tell you this today. What is that you should know? Why not just America? Of course, America rivers, they don't look like that. But 1992, federal government declared all the rivers in America are polluted. I have not seen in all this more than past 20 plus years. I have not seen one person taking a glass and taking water from any river in America, because of this chemical tests conducted, because of because of testing different firearms, that America manufactures. Practically every river in America is polluted. India is worse. Ganga and Yamuna, they're polluted. Where does the spirituality come in? Please listen carefully. It's very important. If you think that everything is for my sense enjoyment, for example, you see a chicken. If you think chicken is a soul, there is a soul in the chicken body, you respect. You respect. You see soul. This is Krishna's soul, part and parcel of Krishna. You respect. Actually, India is the only country in all the more than 200 plus countries we call Bharat Mata. The land we call it is actually Mother Bharat, Mother Bharat. Then we call Ganga Mata, Yamuna Mata, Godavari Mata. Ganga Tali. So Podami Tali, So we call even, Podami means Earth. We regard the, actually, honestly speaking, fifth canto, which canto? Third canto. Earth is a deity. Actually, energy of Radharani. She's an expansion of Radharani. So how do we treat my Guru Maharaj, Maneka Gandhi? She put him on the spot one time. She questioned him. Swamiji, what are you people doing? You travel and you travel here and there. But what is that you're doing to, protect the environment? Rivers are polluted. See, I'm spending all these crores and hundreds of crores to clean Yamuna and Ganga. But you people what is that you people are doing? My Guru Maharaj was actually, he was not ready for this. He was sitting in one corner in airport, and she came and, she barraged him, with all these questions. And actually she really put him on the spot. Then he took for a while and he said, Swamiji, Mataji, why is Ganga polluted? Why is Yamuna polluted? Why the rivers are polluted? Because everyone's heart is polluted. Ecological problem is spiritual problem. Everyone's heart is filled today with greed, intense greed. We are greedy. If everyone's heart is polluted this much, a billion population, that greed will reflect outside. How many of you agree? It's not like we chant Hare Krishna and I do whatever I want to do. No, that is not bhakti. Bhakti means Isavasyamadam sarvam yatkinchi jagatyam jagata tena tyaktena punyata magruda kasya svidhanam. This is the first verse of Isopanishad. Isavasyamadam sarvam. So this was owned by Lord. Our presence on this planet is only 70, 80, 90 years, not more than that. But it is owned by Krishna, Isha, the Supreme Controller. So whatever is allocated to you, tena tyaktena punyata. You use it. There's nothing wrong in it. But you want more. More and more and more. People who have nothing, they want 1 crore. People who have 1 crore, they want 5 crores. People who have 5 crores, they want 10 crores. People who have 10 crores, they want 20 crores. Is there any end to this? But we cannot, because we have money, we cannot eat 5 times. As we age out, we cannot, in fact, we cannot even eat the way we ate in the youth and childhood. The greed, intense greed. And people so we find happiness in things. We want to show others by showing things that we are happy, but we are not. Then if everyone's heart is filled with greed and anger and greed and other impurities, naturally it will reflect outside. This is actually North Pole. This is a North Pole. One time it was filled with snow. Today, filled with water. Because of the global warming, the heat of the earth is increasing, the temperature of the earth is increasing. And this is actually, a portion of it is Amazon fires. 19 million acres of Amazon forest is considered the lungs of earth. They are on the fire. 1,000 fires because of the deforestation. And this is a photo from the satellite. So why forest fires? Because of the deforestation. Why deforestation? I want everyone to see the screen. Can everyone, is everyone watching actually? Can everyone see?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No.
Yes, we are watching.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We are watching Prabhuji. We are watching Prabhuji.
Okay, so what is greenhouse effect? This one is actually ozone layer. And below ozone layer, we have the sun comes earlier, maybe 100 years ago, only 100 years ago. Only 100 years ago, it was much better. But now technological development, industrial revolution started, and we are bringing new and newer products into the market. And what is happening? Because of these products, the gases like methane, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, actually 80% carbon dioxide is filled in the atmosphere. And because this gas, then our environment is, our atmosphere is filled with these gases. When sun comes in, like imagine in a room you are there. So sun comes. If you consider this room as earth, so you put a heater, that is sun. If you keep on heating, in this one corner, there is a big ice chunk. So then the temperature keeps on increasing. Heater. Then what happens? That ice will melt and flood this whole area. In other words, because of the manufacturing of new products, newer and newer products, more and more carbon dioxide is released, more and more methane is released, more and more nitrous oxide is released, and other gases are released, which are actually which are the cause of the rise of Earth's temperature. Some is absorbed by greenhouse gases and re-emitted in all directions. I'm reading on the corner. The effect of this is to warm the Earth's surface. And so because of this, the temperature is increasing. In other words, if you buy a sari, just a simple example. Sari is easy actually, because it is biodegradable. If you buy a refrigerator, how difficult it is for the Mother Earth to recycle that refrigerator. All the instruments. So especially, I didn't get time to add technological waste and industrial waste, but in our temple, we did this presentation. In electronic waste, like computers and chips, motherboards, and technological waste, and industrial waste, batteries. It's very difficult for Mother Earth. And this, like for example, lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are going, when you just throw them out, and they go into the earth and ruin the waters. Do you all know there is only 1% pure water on earth? Only 1% pure water. Only 1% pure water is there on earth. So every time you buy something new, consumerism, greed. Walmart was generating Walmart is an American chain store in America, was selling in 70s 8,000 items. Today Walmart sells 48,000 items. Means 6 times. It is selling. Walmart is selling more products, 6 times more products than it used to sell in 70s. Do you think Americans are 6 times happier? People are miserable. Why? Heart is filled with impurity. People are becoming more and more sinful. This is what I want to tell actually. So today, because it is filled with human enhanced greenhouse effect. So because of this manufacturing, uncontrolled manufacturing, because of the human greed, because humans identify their happiness with the positions and positions. Means you want to have, we purchased a car. Actually, I didn't get time to add the tire pollution. People are telling electric cars, and electric cars will consume more tires because electric cars are heavier. And even to generate that electricity for car, you need to burn the coal again. In other words, it is going to generate the same or more pollution. So, I have some pictures here. So this is industrial pollution. Industrial pollution. The cars. We have purchased a car. India, where the roads are there, not everyone is buying car. You have a car, I should have a car. But Delhi, how many of you go? I don't know regularly, especially if you go in this January, February. Wow. Delhi, because of the fog, it mixes with this industrial pollution, mixes with the fog, and anybody who breathes it, their heart is filled with the, no, not heart. They breathe the toxic. They breathe the toxic. They breathe toxic fumes. They breathe, the polluted air. And this is happening practically everywhere now in India. And one gentleman told, one CEO told me, the moment the international flights pass through India, they don't land. Supposing somebody is going from Europe to Japan via India, the moment they come to the Indian surface, they know we are in India. You know how? There is a thick cloud of dust. So when they pass through this dust cloud, the international pilots know they are in the Indian fly zone. Indian fly zone. So just because we are intelligent, it does not mean anything. So here the energy supply, how it is, transportation, how it have 25%, and energy 30%. So passenger cars and vans account for 13% of greenhouse gas emissions in Europe, then you said, oh, no, I'm not doing all these things. No, we are doing it. And how are we, to some extent, and how are we impacted? Because of this greenhouse effect, greenhouse emissions, the species are extinct. Different animals and different insects. And because of this what is a different word? Because of this change of temperatures in Earth, different species are migrating to another area and interacting with those species, and because resulting in generating new viruses. 1919 April, I read an article in Amazon. This is a report tabled by submitted by FBI to federal government of America. New and newer viruses are going to come, causing a great risk to human health. Beware. Amazing. And exactly 1 year later, we are all affected. The numbers of corona are actually literally, the unofficial numbers are they are actually false, because I heard in India alone, almost like 70-80 lakhs, 1 crore people died in India alone. But of course, India did not show it outside. So the electronic waste, cell phones are the biggest, what is that? The one product that has become very successful after India got independence is cell phone. Not just India or China, any part of the world, the one product that has been very successful in selling, and very successful in being sold, is cell phone. But cell phone, Samsung, whenever some models are not approved by governments, they have to trash it. Cell phone actually such a health hazard, but unfortunately, we all, we are all. It has become that type of commodity. I'm not denying that. I also have a cell phone, but minimize. We don't need to change a car because you have money. Every year a new car, every year a new cell phone. Do you know how many cell phones are trashed? This is e-waste. They're all cell phones. You know how many metric tons, hundreds and thousands of metric tons of waste is generated? And it is most of this trash is most of this waste is trashed in the form of landfills. They dig earth and pour it. Mother Earth is struggling. Do you know what is Corona? Nature, my Guru Maharaj said, nature is pressing the reset button. You know? And this is the height. If the people in the world change their eating habits, people in the world change their eating habits, world will become better. Every second, 1 to 2 acres of rainforest, 2 acres of rainforest are cleared for animal agriculture. You know what animal agriculture means? It's a very, very, very beautifully coined word. Animal agriculture means you cut the rainforest to grow grass, to feed the cows and pigs, only to generate a meat out of it, to kill them, to meet the demand. To meet the demand. 55 square feet of rainforest is torn down for every meal containing meat. Now, if you think, if you are a non-vegetarian eating one meal, you should know it. 55 square feet of a rainforest is cut for your meal. 91% of Amazon destruction, meat eating is the reason. The use of wild areas for agriculture is the leading cause of current mass of extinction of wildlife. Hare Krishna. Livestock means, can you believe they call it livestock? Means the way you stock the grains, you stock dal, rice, sugar, they purchase cows, they call it livestock. Means this is for my enjoyment. But they don't in India we worship cow, right? But rest of the world, no. It's the livestock. Means you can stock it for your enjoyment. It's only 1.5-inch tongue. Once it goes here, so difficult to digest. 136 diseases come because of consuming red meat. Anybody who ate red meat or regular meat, because it's called red meat, not that it is something else. Anything that is red in color, Anybody who ate red meat in First World War, they didn't live up to Second World War. So America, those who knew this, they are very scared. Anyway, without meat and dairy consumption, global farmland use could be reduced by 75%, an area equal to US, China, EU, and Australia combined. So if everyone becomes a vegetarian, we can save so much of land to feed all the people of the world. Livestock farming means, in other words, killing of animals for eating is the reason for 70% of they use 70% of agricultural land. So they're cutting the rainforest to grow grass to feed the cows and pigs and hogs, so different animals, only to convert them into food. The meat industry is responsible for 80% of all soil erosion in America. You're all listening, right? So today, yes, technology. We have high information, quick communication, global connectivity, but we have health issues. People are very impersonal. This guy, can I easy off, is a she or he of some help to me, we'll talk. How are you? Very nice. No, we don't need. Let me avoid. Let me not talk. In India, youth, they cannot connect with 40% of youth cannot connect with parents. They don't respect parents. India is known for that one time. They have serious disagreements with parents. Boys, they don't talk to fathers. And Mark Twain said, India is the only millionaire in the area of spirituality. There is no second millionaire. Google said that is bogus. We know what India is about. Maybe India before, not now. Why? Google, how can you say, how can Google speak about Indians? Google say we are search engine. We know what Indians search. 95% of Indians and the Indians search pornography. Hare Krishna. In other words, India is no longer spiritual. So where is the security for women? Where is the security for children? Where is the security for, definitely children and women. A person watching pornography, he'll not remain, he'll not remain, yes. He'll not remain honest. He'll not remain sober. That's why I know some statistics, it was not there before. Today, rapes and raping and killing. Hare Krishna. So what is the solution? Solution is really spirituality. I love this picture. We are not the body that we see in the mirror, but we are a spirit soul within. The driver of the body car, soul, that is what we are. Yes, people go to temple. One cinema star told me, temples are full with people. The number in the temples increased, but sin also increased. People go to the temples in the morning and do sinning in the evening. That is not what we are. Hare Krishnas, we have a solution. We don't go to temples to ask, give me that, give me this, give me that. We don't use, God or Balaji or whatever, different gods. We don't use them for as an order supplier. We teach pure bhakti, which is very satisfying. Right? One time I was in Mangalagiri, Vijayawada. I went to see, Narasimha Swami. So Pujari was telling, you people all put money in this plate. I will pray for you. I want to tell him, sir, that is cruelty. For little money, you're asking them to put money in your plate, and you can pray for their desires. So eventually they'll come to, if they do that, they'll come to know their desires are not fulfilled. Then they'll bypass you and they'll start praying directly. When they pray to Narasimha Swami directly, then desires are not fulfilled. They'll stop coming and they'll go to another temple, or they'll become a Christian. So for tiny money, you are making this progress, and so your promise, but that is cruel, because no matter what, old age is definitely everyone has to go through. Disease and death everyone has to go through, and it is proven fact not everyone's desire is fulfilled by worshipping God. Krishna doesn't give, but bhakti is very satisfying. Monks' income is zero, but we are very satisfied. Why? Bhakti is very satisfying, because bhakti means it is connected to soul. Why people are miserable? Because tongue, that's not what you are. You are a soul within. Soul is not enjoying, then you're miserable. When soul enjoys, you don't need anything. Right? It's a video, but so what we have to do? 4 topics. Sadhana. In order to satisfy yourself, you understanding that you are not the body but a spirit soul. First thing is sadhana. Get up in the morning. You're serving everyone. Serve yourself. You're a spirit soul. You have a right to enjoy unlimited happiness. Material pleasures are, in every material pleasure, there is a suffering embedded. You eat chocolate, you have a tooth problem. Any material pleasure, pain is embedded. What is that? Any material pleasure, pain is embedded. You cannot avoid pain without you cannot just enjoy only pleasure. You can think of, any mental pleasure, pain is embedded. Our pain comes from our independent enjoyment of Krishna, independent enjoyment of material pleasure. And second thing is, that's why spiritual play every day. You get up in the morning, when you spend half an hour in the bathroom, come out and cleanse the heart. Holy name is powerful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour. Chant the holy name. In Kali Yuga, what works? Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam. Eva Kevalam. Kalavanaste, Vanaste, Vaganaste, Vitrinyada. What works in the Kali Yuga? Brahmanarthi Puran says, Harinam only, Hare Krishna mantra only. Other things don't work. If you really want to make progress, take shelter of holy name. One day Prabhupada was in Mauritius. He was going with Americans. So some drug addicts, there is no drug addicts in Mauritius, alcoholics. So they're fully drunk. Hare Krishnas. They start laughing, Hare Krishnas, Hare Krishnas. They're making fun of them. So Brahmanand Prabhu, an American devotee, Srila Prabhupada, said, Prabhupada, they're making fun of us. What will happen to them? Prabhupada looked at them like this. Because they chanted Hare Krishna, they're liberated. Wow! Even more, that's what Harinam Chintamani says. That is the power of Hare Krishna mantra. Helana, stoma, even that way that works. That's the power of Hare Krishna mantra. It creates a revolution. It cleanses your heart. What if somebody sincerely, genuinely chants, putting full faith in it? Everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So sadhana is important. This is the only thing that will come with us. Nothing will come with us. Nobody will come with us. Our bank accounts won't come with us. Take it up seriously. Indians, end of the day, however degraded India may be, Indian is an Indian. Why? The land has power. Lord Chaitanya statement, Bharata Bhumi se manushya janma hoile jar, janma sarda kuri karo, paropakar. India can give one thing to the rest of the world. You accept the bhakti, you accept Krishna bhakti given by Lord Chaitanya, and you give it to others. Sarda kuri karo. First, you purify yourself. You make your life perfect. You become a bhakti yogi, and you give this to others. Second thing, sadachar, organized life. Change your life. 4 principles of freedom. Then sastric study to strengthen your faith, to strengthen your renewed faith. Read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. One American came to me and said, the past 6 months I read Bhagavatam. I said, 12 cantos you read? He said, yes, 18 volumes I read it. I read Chaitanya Charitamrita, 9 volumes. Oh, really? And I read Bhagavad Gita. Wow, amazing. Many people I meet, even our devotees, they know they have not read. He felt the need. What is the life all about? I finished Bhagavatam. 18 volumes this one. This many books. And come like this once a week. I'm very sorry. This is actually an international call, because, I really don't know whether how many people are listening. But if you go to the temple on regular places, make relationships, connect, take prasad, and with a spiritual strength, give Krishna to others. That is satsang. So, but for Earth Day, we have a very specific 7 points. Simplify your lifestyles to minimize the waste. Actually, I saw in a video, Somebody showed me. I was shocked actually. The girl came and said, "This is my waist in the 3 years." Oh, really? This is my waist in 3 years? You are not wasted? She said, I make my own paste. Because plastic, even it's the first thing you touch in the when you get up in the morning is plastic, because your paste filled with the plastic tube. Then second thing you touch is also plastic, because when you brush you want to apply paste on your brush, it is plastic. Third thing you touch is plastic, because when you want to apply soap on your body, you open the soap box, plastic. So simplify, sir and ma'am, simplify your lifestyle. And genuinely we teach mantra meditation. I request, if you all become bhakti yogis, chant 16 rounds, that is a qualification to take a guru. Because do yoga. So yoga is important, because today's people are, because of eating wrong things, our health is, we are putting our health at stake. So do yoga for physical health. Do pranayam for mental health. Do mantra meditation for mental and spiritual health. Find happiness not in products. Today people, they want to show others they are happy by buying Teslas and BMWs. No. If you need a car, you can buy it. But we don't need extravagant things. Find happiness in service. Just call your mom and say, Mom, I'm very grateful to you for whatever you've done. Tell this to your dad. I'm very grateful to you for whatever you've done. I'm very, very happy. If I've done anything wrong, please forgive me. Tell your spouse, I'm very grateful to you for whatever, for whatever you have done, you're doing. Forgive me for my offenses. That's happiness. Tell your family members, very grateful to you, but thank you. And buy only when you need. Just because something has come, don't become an impulsive consumer. Think not twice, think a million times before you buy. You may have money, but think of the Mother Earth. And buy only those products that can be recycled. Reduce plastic as much as possible and use only biodegradable items. Second thing, in order to develop this consciousness, if you resolve, I'll eat only prasad. Means a vegetarian, you put tulsi leaf, offer it to Krishna, and just eat that prasad, give it to children. It will purify your heart. It will purify everyone's heart. Otherwise, you will not have good desire. You will not have good desires in the mind. So John Lennon, one of the Beatles, yesterday he was telling, I was shocked actually. Timothy Leary was a professor from MIT. But John Lennon went and told him, hey, you all guys, you eat, this is prasad. If you eat prasad, even if you have done so many wrong things, next life you'll get a human life. Timothy Leary, he took that prasad and he threw it on the ground and said, I don't want to become a human being, I want to become a dog. Wow. You want to become a dog? He has no idea. Maybe he might have seen dogs in America enjoying, but he has not seen the life of dogs in India. He has not seen the dogs of Burma. So, but if you eat prasad, your heart becomes purified and you'll get noble thoughts, noble desires. So that's what I want to tell. So we have seen this ABCD, and A means association, B means read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, C means chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. D diet, prasad only. Thank you. But I have a video. Do you want to see this video? We showed this actually, and one devotee made this in our temple. We showed it on Earth Day. I don't know where I kept it, but Yeah, it's there. Thank God. So can everyone see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So let me share the sound that way. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. Some problem.
This is planet Earth, our home. We all live together here. It houses unlimited varieties of species. Its oceans, rivers, forests, mountains, and valleys supply us many natural resources and offer shelter. In fact, Earth is the reason why we all coexist. Are you aware of the current state of Earth? Today, major rivers in USA and the rest of the world are polluted. Their water is unfit to drink. Due to deforestation, the Earth's temperature is on the rise. Electronic, technological, and industrial waste is pervading every nook and corner of planet Earth, which is not biodegradable. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane are warming this planet. The Earth's natural resources are depleting very fast. Due to ecological imbalance, new viruses like the coronavirus are going to manifest in the future. In fact, the situation is very alarming. Everyone should realize what is happening. Do you know that there's only 1% of drinking water left on this planet? Do you know snow caps and glaciers are melting and flooding the low-lying areas? Do you know ecological imbalance has caused an increase of unexpected droughts and floods? Do you know the plastic islands in the oceans are damaging aquatic life? Do you know future generations will be bereft of the natural gifts of Earth? How are we humans responsible for this? Consumerism, artificial lifestyle, intense human greed to exploit the natural resources are the main reasons for the current condition of our home. What can we do now to save our home, planet Earth? Simplify living to minimize the waste. Become spiritual and understand the goal of life. Find happiness, not in products, but in services. Consume only biodegradable products. And lastly, learn to recycle and think twice before you buy. Let us vow to protect our Earth for the sake of future generations.
Any questions or comments? Anyone has any questions or comments?
One question, Guruji. Good evening. After attending this yoga lectures, I get time to pray, but when I don't get time, I feel so guilty about it. So I don't know whether how to handle this situation, because throughout the night I get so disturbed, and then I think that I should have given some time from my busy schedule. How to tackle that, Guruji?
Who is this?
This is Shanti from Goa.
Amma, one day I asked a doctor. You know, he's an oncologist, I mean, a cancer doctor in America. And his wife is also a doctor. He has 2 kids. How many rounds you chant? He said 64. 64 means you spend at least 5 hours of your day, 5 hours. He said, this is the thing that's going to come with me, nothing else. Somebody told me when I was in, somebody told me, if you become a doctor, your life will be very, very the best. I became a doctor, ignoring everything I studied. That's how I became a doctor. But then I realized it's not. So, but then I studied Gita, fortunately his wife is also a wonderful devotee. So they understood the goal of life. They figured it out. Because he came to Bhakti when he was in college, it's a medical college. So he's investing, he gets up very early morning, 3 o'clock, and he chants his rounds till 8 o'clock. But evening he gives his time to his wife and kids, because he goes for work, as an oncologist. So the point I want to make to you, Amma, this is the only thing that will come with you. You have to invest on it. When you understand nobody is going to come with you, this is the only thing that will come with us for sure. You will definitely do it. My Guru Maharaj says, everything in our life, we should orchestrate our life in such a way. We should invest time on good chanting, not tutu mantram, genuinely. Or how it is different from the regular, other temple goers. How is that? How is our process different from that? When you sit down to chant, you're a warrior to fight against material energy, Maya. Every mantra you're trying to focus, it is taking you away. First round, you'll think of children. Second round, you'll think of career. Third round, you'll think of Corona. Fourth round, you'll think of Ukraine. Fifth round, you'll think of your family relationship. The simple thing is we're unable to focus because we have so many desires. We have so many, we want so many things, so many things other than Krishna. That's why we are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. When we understand this is the thing. So you have many times I told, right? Career, relationships, and spiritual life. These 2 things we invest, but they don't come with us. But this will come with the spiritual life. So invest there. The day I understood this, I gave up my job and joined full time. Till the, I never looked back, even after this many years. Because this is a reality. The tiny progress in the path of spirituality, when Krishna reveals a little bit of wow, it'll fill your heart with such a joy. Anything, any material achievement appears literally insignificant. So of course, 2 enemies are there. Complacency means itna hi kar sakta hu main, isse zyada kar nahi sakta. You are satisfied with little spiritual progress. No, that'll hamper the growth. Also, laziness. I'm sure you're not that, but usually, if somebody is very driven for material things, they'll not have so much strength to carry spiritual things. So of course, we need to balance. That's what I can tell. Okay.
I drive for 45 minutes to the college and come back 45 minutes. So during that time, I chant. But is it worth, Guruji? Because I don't know, because I concentrate in chanting the mantras. but I don't know, I'm not that satisfied when I should sit and do, or I should when I'm driving or when I'm cooking. If I do that, whether is it going to be useful or not, I don't know.
Answer,
How do
one mantra you chant anywhere,
okay.
it's useful. But the only thing is, there is no focus.
Yes.
Like actually, if you while driving and if you chant, it's not good because you cannot focus. But if you focus on chanting, it is not good because your focus should be there on the road. So we also chant holding the steering, but we don't count them because the real battle is when you sit down and confront with mental energy. Restful bonus, Krishna says in Gita, Sadatam Kirtayantamam Yatantascha Dridavratam. My devotees chant the name always. So, yes, I know, I've seen ladies, while cooking, they chant, wonderful. And while driving, yes, we can chant, but, we should not focus on chanting, if you long drive and you can chant. But ideally, we don't count them. No. My Guru Maharaj says, he says don't chant while driving also. Because, sometimes when you focus, then, it's not good on the road, especially, but, because we have to hold the steering with both the hands, then you chant, that's fine. But, because if you try to hold the bead back, that's not good. So these are all called, this is called inattentive chanting. But the real, initially, okay, it works. But if you really want to go forward, make a time where you sit for, it's called meditation. It's mantra meditation. So you have to take some time out. Even if you have to bring your children, family members together. That way, you'll get a little more time. But you have to sit and, wherever you can focus, that's important. You walk and chant, that's fine. But ideally, sit and chant is better, actually. But some devotees, I've seen gurus also, they walk and chant. Basically, where you can focus. Morning, you take bath, and early morning, you rise, and do it. That's what I get.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji.
But last point, chanting, there are no rules. You can chant in the night, you can chant in the morning, anytime, but ideally morning, because morning, everyone will be sleeping and, the cell phones are not on. There's, you're not so much disturbed externally. Any other question or comment? Anyone has any other question or comment? If nothing is there, we'll end it. Anyone, you do, does anyone have any comments on this birthday presentation? I know you didn't, none of you expected this, but I just want to create a little bit of awareness.
It was really good, Prabhuji.
Good.
While walking, can we chant, Prabhuji?
At home, yes, but not that when you go to somewhere. Yes, we can actually, we can walk and chant, no problem, as long as you can hear.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So we'll end it here. My best senses. Thank you very much. If I spoke anything wrong, to excuse me as your humble servant, but very grateful for your patient audience. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Ending,
Aruna put the last
Yeah.